And it's 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and lift off.
And welcome. It's Sunday. It's 8 p.m. or just gone in the UK. Marcus has got
1 p.m.
1 p.m. Jackie and Terry have got
9
p.m.
There we are. So if you add that lot up, it comes to the sun. Anyway, how you doing, everyone? Oh, Kev's going to make it, and Harvey can't make it because he's
boozing. I got to pull my trousers down.
Oh.
Terry's pulling his trousers down, so too much information.
They were creasing up a little bit and it's warm.
Let's we all look at the chat. See what I've got. Alvin Jones, Suzanne's here. Dave Cullen, I think he's still here. He said his post has disappeared again. Yeah.
It does.
You know what they say, Dave, don't take offence. Quackers, quack. Oh, and Suzanne, what have you been doing with your drone? Suzanne crashed her drone today.
She's been on the coast of Manchester.
She went on the coast of Manchester with 9 drones in the air and...
We got to answer Johnny's question.
Took a building out.
Jack Rabbit show. Well,
Jack Rabbit show. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Take drone seat. No. It was a stick. It was a stick. Look, it comes off.
Hang on.
No, I'll tell you what. Henri Glass.
Jack Rabbit. Yeah, look, 2103.
The drone seeker's glass.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone wants one of these, you can't have just take a sticker on it. Right. John Olsen. How you doing, John? And
John
Grief. KF drones. I think it should be KFC. My car, remember that?
Yep.
Oh yes, we remember that. When you went running down to KFC.
Gerard's here. How you doing? Hang on.
In the sky.
In the sky drone. And anyone else?
He says hello to Jackie. It's like the rest of us are here.
Oh.
That's exactly what it's always been like.
All the way from Texas.
Yeah. We're Jackie's backup crew. We're the standing crew for Jackie. Hey, can you take the house Jackie for me? Hey, I wish Jackie was here tonight. Can you take this back to Jackie? Who the fuck's Jackie?
Johnny Don't Fly Out is in the house. How you doing, Johnny? Right.
We're all having a conversation while Steve's.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
he's carrying on with work.
Don't listen to them, right? Britain from above.
That's Jason.
Oh, that's a great program. That.
I think I've got some of it. Yeah, I think I'm there. I think. If I've missed you, my apologies. So only 19 people watching. What is going on? Barbecue time or what?
Too hot, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe that'll change if we bring our guest on. What do you reckon?
That'll be 20 watching there.
We've got a really important guest tonight, guys. Very important guest. Hasn't worked. Go and tell your neighbours. Tune in.
You said important, right? Not impotent. Important.
It's a very, 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 very special guest.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's it? This one.
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
I just got to move the screen around. I've broken it. Look, Move that one there, that one there. You know that game, Scott, where you have to keep moving all the cubes about?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Show.
Tetris.
Well, there's 20 people watching now, so there's like someone got a name.
Jack Rabbit. Do you know what I thought? I mean, I know everyone knows this, but I thought Jack Rabbit was his name for a long time. I thought, who's Scott France?
Jack Rabbit.
It's Mr. Rabbit.
So the way that name came about was my uncle is actually the artist.
Yeah.
He did watercolors, and he always would send us pictures and stuff like that he did. Let me see if this will show up. It may not show up. I figured out how to do this a minute ago.
I think the green.
It's a picture of a black screen. Picture of a black screen.
It's a black cat in a coal cellar.
I can just about see that.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Scott, when we were in the drone meetup in Florida, you got presented with a picture, didn't you, of that very same your logo, basically.
Say that again.
When you was in Florida, we were in the drone meetup. Didn't you actually get a big picture of the Jack Rabbit FPV drawing?
I have
a framed picture of it.
I created that logo there myself. Just
but I think someone else. I'm sure I remember seeing one in a big frame.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I swear I tested this out before.
There it is. Look, that's
cool.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
I like that.
That is Joe Fodolito actually made that for me.
Because obviously Scott was the one who did all the caricatures on the poster of all the drone.
Yeah.
Which, if you look behind me, it's there.
Yeah, I've got mine in there, but you can't see it really.
Who gave you that, Jackie?
You did. but Jack, I mean, Scott.
But how many of them were autographed by the artist himself? Mine is.
That one's not autographed.
So, first of all, I want to thank y'all for letting me on the show. It's an honor to be on Drone Seekers International.
You are more than welcome. Because, it's a lot when we were at the drone meet in Florida. I kept thinking to myself, a lot of these people haven't actually. Some have been on the show, and some haven't been on the show. And of course, one of them, of course, was yourself, who hadn't been on the show. So, it's all duly noted. But right, okay, well, this person come on the show. A quick hello to Gary there. He's back to Funky Duck.
Yeah, he's obviously finished gardening for the week.
Yeah, gardens are us, or what it's called. I call it.
Mark Quacker says Scott looks like the computer from Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf.
Yeah, why not? Right, anyway. So I've been sort of looking at a YouTube channel, and we've all been looking at a YouTube channel and finance videos that obviously you've been doing. So what's that doing on the screen? Hang on.
Are you going to play a video, Steve?
I'm going to play a video. That's what I was going to say. So I got distracted from the thing on the screen there. Right, okay. So everyone's having barbecues tonight, I think, or today, or whatever, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever. Right, here we go. Here's the first one.
Hey, so now we know Jack Rabbit.
So I was just thinking about this. lifting a 4-story building. I think it was what we were drawing.
That was a brand new building. That was a brand new building that they haven't even finished yet. It had sunk 12 inches.
12? Wow.
Jack it back up. It was so bad that once you jacked it back up, you could look at the 4th floor, and where it used to be level, now it was pointing out because they were building it plumb.
So whoever's basically, if you want to buy a cheap building, I guess that must be it, because they've jacked it up. So why once they jacked the thing up, then what? What do they actually put some sort of?
Just fill it or something with cement, or?
No, and I flew that whole thing. So I actually flew my drone underneath that building and then back out and then went back up. Now, what we put in, it was a deep foundation that was put in. And actually, you could actually jack underneath it. And we jacked that underneath it. And then you could support the building. So we transferred all the load below the soft soils.
So Scott, how come just that building and not those other buildings next to it?
Okay, so I can't remember exactly what was in the video, but I think you got to see a holding pond there.
Right.
And that holding pond was adjacent to this structure. And the other thing that I found out later was there's a little lake back behind it. And that lake used to come in there and probably where the holding pond's at. And they went and filled it. Well,
it was built on fill.
Yeah, so it's
not good.
it was an interesting project. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So how did you get into drones?
I had to go to look at a roof, and I went and did my normal climbing up the ladder and taking pictures here and taking pictures there. And I had ladders to get up to one level, but I couldn't get up to the next level. So I took my camera and held it up over my head and tried to take pictures of the next roof, but I couldn't see. And I got a picture like this, you know. So I came back kind of complaining about my problem, and somebody said, "Well, you need a drone."
Really?
Well, look, I've had digital cameras from way back when because I got to see what a digital camera would do for you. I could stand on the ground, take a picture, and zoom into it and see without getting up in dangerous situations. So when I saw that, when he told me, he said, "Look, we'll go up there with the drone and go look at it." And we did, and I said, "Oh, I got to get one of these."
How long have you been flying drones for, Scott?
19, I think. 2019 is when I started. But,
Is that the same? So the first drone was Mavic Pro, maybe, or
the first drone was actually a Tele.
Oh,
here's my problem. Yeah. Here's my problem. I never went and got the camera drone. When I started doing my research, I found out that
is that any good for roof surveys?
Well, crashing into roof surveys, maybe.
It took another year before I finally went and bought a camera drone.
Brilliant.
So,
hello.
But anyway, I mean, I saw the value of it, but I have so much fun. That's why I have an FPV at the end of my name. I didn't even know what camera drones really were because I still hadn't really done my research. And but during all this time, when I called myself the Great Lurker because I lurked for about 2 years before I even participated in any of this. And but you know, I got to meet
up in South Florida. We said, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah. So my first meetup was at Minefield, Ken Herron's event, and I got to meet Bob Casey and Chris Hope. And anyway, that Bob Casey told me, he said, "Look, you got to get a YouTube channel, and you got to do this, and you got to do that." And I reluctantly did it, and I call it my rabbit hole. I went down a deep rabbit hole. But then right after that, I got to meet Marcus. I don't know if you remember, and you probably don't because it's Spin Up 2021.
Oh, it's Spin Up we met?
Yeah. But I was still very reserved, and
I remember my first memory of you is meeting you at the South Florida Drone Meetup, the second annual, I think, right?
No,
if
you remember right, I actually gave you my goggles so you could fly along.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you let me look in your goggles to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
I've got Scott. I feel bad now. I forgot.
Don't you think, though? I mean, when you think about it, all because of drones, we all have this community, and it's such a wonderful community. And going to drone meetups, especially whether it be a small drone meetup or it be a big drone meetup, like the South Florida drone meetup, it's just a wonderful world, isn't it? It's just.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think in the moment in the UK with the CAA, there's actually 500,000 drones registered, which is a lot more than I expected, to be honest with you, because I thought, about 200,000 at the most. Well, it's more than double that. So, and that's just in the small. I mean, of course, you've always got people who don't register drones, but that's another story.
Hey, question, Steve. Now that you brought that up, because I have a lot of commenters that comment on my videos. Many of them are from the UK. I had a guy ask me the other day if he bought a sub 250 drone, if he had to register it or what he had to do, and I said, "Man, I'm sorry, I don't know the UK regs."
Any drone that's got a camera, regardless of size, has to be registered for the CAA. You have to take the stupid little test, a bit like what's that test we did for you?
Truck test.
Yeah. So you do that. I'm going to have made it a little bit more. Well, I'll say a little bit more complicated. That's probably rubbish. Because obviously, the thing is, if you take it, then you fail. Then you should be flying the drone anyway. But I'm saying that if you take it, you don't take it once and fail, and that's the end of it. You just keep taking it until you pass. I mean, the one I did when we come over to Florida, if you got the right answer, I think because I thought, what happens if you get the right answer? He says, no, try again. What are you supposed to do?
Which, truthfully, that's understandable because what they're trying to do, it's educational, right? They're not. They're trying to.
Yeah, so you can learn it and then pass, can't you? Perfect.
Steve, what have you missed? You've missed so much, mate. If I was going to go to catch up,
missed a 4-story building being jacked up, but that's your tough.
And lifted up by a drone.
Hey, Scott, so do you have a Part 107?
Nope.
I'm just curious. Yeah.
No, and on purpose, because 107 means work to me.
Yeah.
And I don't fly for work. I do not fly for work at all. I don't want to. Matter of fact, that first event that started it, I have never used my drone for a work event. And but my deal is I do want to get one, but that's when I retire. Then I want to work using a drone.
Well, I was going to say, the question is, do you actually need one? I mean, because obviously it allows you to do commercial work. In the UK, it's slightly different because if you use a sub 250 drone, you can do commercial work as long as you've got obviously liability insurance. But that will change because we used to have the PF, I can't remember, was that PFCR, I think it was something like. I know I can't remember his name. Kim had it, but I found a lot of people. What I'd say is once you did this, and then you've got to start filling in like pre-flight checks and whatever. So I think the whole question: if you don't need it.
My observation: anything you do for fun, don't make it work. If you like to fish, don't go be a bass fisherman tournament, because then every fish you catch means something. You have to catch it.
Yeah.
And then it's not fun anymore. So
no, I mean it's always great to have, and but it's and to do it doesn't do any harm because it is an education, and to do that must make you more aware because you've studied the thing. But you know, the thing is, if you don't need it, then don't. Right, okay. Gary's in it. If I don't think they can't. I don't think they can't fail approach education. So you don't bet. Indeed. Right. Was this all? So Alex Fournier. I remember when we met 2 years ago, first big meetup. You're officially welcome in there. Never forget you for that. You're the best. There are, Scott. You're the best.
You're the best. That's from Alex. I wore your shirt.
You had his t-shirt on Friday.
I did. We went flying, and I had Alex's t-shirt on.
Yeah.
I did. And I got a
this community has been incredible to me. It's I can't say enough of it.
I want one.
Come on, you got to share, Terry. You got to give us all one.
Baby.
You're nearest. You go and get some.
What we ought to do is next time, I'll let you know what sweets to buy. Then at a particular time, we'll all pick one up and put it in our mouths at the same time.
Good plan, but you spoiled the surprise now.
I like the rhubarb ones.
Mark would just say that you can also do one with drones over 250 grams, as long as it's not in an urban area.
Not an urban area, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so where I fly is pretty much rural areas, and to me, what's more important than anything, I don't care about a 107 or anything. What's important is where you do risk assessment. You need to think about when you go fly, what risk you have. Are you endangering any people? What's around you? What kind of telecommunications might mess with you? Risk assessment to me is the most important thing.
And have a checklist. You things that you look at every time before you take off. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
I agree. So Scott, essentially, the way I look at it, I do have a Part 107, but essentially I'm a recreational flyer. I don't do any commercial jobs or anything like that. I fly for fun, for my own enjoyment. However, because I post to a YouTube channel, I went and got the Part 107. I think it's kind of phony, really.
I take a little bit different approach. I have a license, and that license puts me in a different category. And I don't want to be in that category with a drone. So
right.
It brings on other responsibilities. It brings on other risk to you. So it's, I truly believe in the 107. I am not here to say don't go get the 107. But like I said, I know what my license, what liability it brings to me. And I have chosen at this point that I do not want the 107. So,
yeah.
Get the 108 instead, better. I'm not sure what that is, but anyway, another video Tony thinks. What we got here? Oh, yeah. Okay.
I like Jason's comment. That flying is nuts.
Well, the thing is, I mean, Greg said he had no idea that peanuts grew at ground level.
No, they don't. They grow
underground.
Underground. It's the
Yeah.
root, isn't it?
It is actually the root. You're correct.
Yeah.
That's nuts, isn't it?
Wow.
President Carter used to grow peanuts, didn't he?
He did. Yeah.
He's a peanut man. I remember.
That's one of my favorite videos right there, and that's a combination of the camera drone and the FPV.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah. So where do all these nuts go then? Scott, do they go sort of like
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Oh, I really like peanut butter. Peanut butter and jello. That's right, we're talking food now. Can I have a peanut butter and jello on toast, please?
Well, I mean, the question is, I don't know much about peanuts. I mean, I know they are, but I mean, obviously, when you buy peanuts, you get like dry roasted ones, you get salty ones, you get peanut butter and that horrible stuff. What is it? I can't remember.
Peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle. Peanuts.
Is there only one type of peanut? That's a serious question.
Yeah, it's called a peanut.
Yeah, I
I mean, you know, potatoes. That's all called potato, but they're all different potatoes. And they grow under the ground.
I do want to complain to the graphic artist. I love the picture, but I am not a potato guy. I'm not a POS flyer. I have one, but you know, there's a POS and the potato DJI FPV drone on the graphic.
Actually, question for Marcus. I mean, I think Marcus mentioned before, Idaho, is it famous for potatoes?
It's the potato state.
No, because I watched a video, well, rather Haley watched a video, but happened in the supermarket, there was Idahoan mashed potato.
Idaho and mashed potatoes is a
Yeah.
it's a brand name. Now, if you watched my channel, Steve, you would have seen a video that I made on the Idaho potato celebration, and they had a potato that was as big as a semi truck.
I watched a film the other day called Nobody, and
Who's in it? No one.
He had to move his family to Boise, Idaho.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if you're going to move next door to Marcus.
Yeah.
Right where I live, yeah.
See, the issue is, you know, you think of Idaho. I think of Idaho. I mean, obviously, well, I don't know how big Idaho is, but it's. I mean, obviously, Mark, you live in is it Meridian?
Meridian, which is right next door to Boise.
So how big is Meridian? What's the population?
About 110,000 people or so, growing fast.
Okay, I mean, Scott. So you live in Tallahassee?
Yes, but actually, where the peanuts were being harvested was right next door to where we plan on retiring. Basically, where I go every weekend. That's where I get away from everything. But we bought land up there, which is in Georgia, South Georgia, which is about 60 miles away from where I'm at right now. I came back for good internet.
Yeah, I was going to say, so it's not that far. So I was going to ask you actually how far away is. You said you was going to sort of move there, but it's only about 60 miles.
Yeah, it takes me about 1 hour to get there.
Yeah.
Because it's country road. I love country roads because you
Take home to the place I belong with you.
I don't drive as fast as Marcus does, but you can get up there in a hurry. So.
Well, I just
read the assessment. How many cars are on the road?
I just got it wrong. I should have said jelly instead of jello.
Well, listen, I noticed that, Terry, but you know, just like with President Biden, we take your age into account. Just kidding, pal.
Thank you, President Putin. That was very kind of you. No, thank you, Mark.
Jello.
Jello
is aspect.
Yeah, Jello is what you actually get when your video cameras are like.
Yeah, when your gimbal's not working right.
Well, sometimes
we don't want Jello.
Nah.
Yeah, or you
got Jello, you got a dodgy drone in front of him.
I like jelly with peanut butter. I really do.
Dave, you talk about food all the time. You talk about peanuts.
we're on the subject. Grape jelly or strawberry jelly?
Strawberry.
Raspberry.
It's like Cornish scones, cream tea.
Perfect.
No,
Cream.
Terry, they're called scones, mate.
Scones.
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 The
I would
scones.
call it a stone, but yeah.
They're weird enough. On a serious note, you talk about this, because the English language is a weird thing, we know, right? Okay, so you got the scones and you got scones. Now, I think scones sound posher than scones.
No, scones sounds posh.
So
They're scones.
It's spelled with an E, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Stone.
yeah, so it's a
Oh,
long
isn't
O. Stones.
I always
What's
thought
the
scones.
fastest cake in the world? Scone.
Is that the joke?
Old one.
A big part of the show, this should be like drone seekers and food, because we talk about food about half
Yeah,
the
so we're drone seekers and scone seekers now, it would seem.
Yeah, Scone seekers. Who said that?
Stone Seekers International. Or is it Scone Seekers?
No, scone.
I'm with
that
you,
means
Jackie, I'm with you.
we're-
It's scones.
Does that mean that we're drone seekers then?
Exactly. So we have to be scones, don't
Hey,
we? That's the reason.
talking about food, I need to ask Scott. It's something that I've always wanted to try and never have, and that's boiled peanuts.
Oh man, that is great.
I've heard.
I love boiled peanuts.
Yeah.
How long does it take to boil them? Then they're hard as a brick.
Dry
You
roasted.
take the peanut, you put it in salt and water, hot water, and boil it, and they make them soft. And man, you can just eat gallons of those things.
It's that pensioner that don't have any teeth.
Do you
I
actually,
mean, you can suck them instead of chewing them.
Now you got to pop. You have to pop the shell out and eat the. I mean, there's the shell.
Pip's here, you know. He's in the background thinking, I'm not joining this.
So Scott, now there's like in Georgia in particular, there's roadside stands that sell boiled peanuts, right?
Oh, absolutely, all over the South for sure.
it sounds
North
gross.
Florida, we have them all over the place too. I mean, it's
I want to try
everybody-
it. I have never tried it. I got to do that.
So I suppose you can't knock it until you've tried it. That's what they always say.
No. We got a new video coming out at 2100.
That's
What?
Brian. Excellent.
Brian, yeah.
Okay, we're moving.
I was just trying to change the subject.
Another video.
Right, video number 3. There we go.
Fly with friends? Are you kidding? You don't get to fly with friends. You end up sitting around talking all day.
Oh, that was so funny.
That's a good idea, actually. Putting video, put some clips of like after within the video.
So DeMarco's son, who was in that video, just had his 11th birthday. Happy birthday, Maddox.
Happy birthday, Maddox.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, so remember, you don't go flying with friends. Why don't you go flying with friends, Scott?
You end up
Well,
talking.
you're going to talk. Me, I don't fly, I talk. So.
So basically, what we're saying, we've got no friends.
DeMarco came to Tallahassee to go to the FSU game, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to be in town, and so why don't we get together and fly?" And we did. And I'll be honest, I hadn't been to an FSU game in a little while, and I said, I checked to see if I could get tickets, and I got tickets, so I went to the game with him too. So we had a good time.
Yeah, indeed. It looked fun. So I love the video.
I just texted DeMarco, so he tuned in. He's watching now.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, you just missed a really good video.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It was so good. Yep.
Johnny says snowballs stand seldom here. I missed a bit of the conversation, obviously. Oh, peanuts. Oh, jelly. Blueberry and blackcurrant jelly.
Over cream cheese. Oh, that's Alex.
Oh, yeah, cream cheese.
You like that, Alex?
No. Was it in China monkey nuts with all boys going on? Right. Can you put peanuts on the shopping list? Boiled ones.
Or like mountain oysters, I wonder.
So the town right next door to me, they have a Rocky Mountain oyster feed every year.
Oh.
Well, we've just seen the video of him flying, so.
He's exactly right. I'm not sure I have. I mean, I have flown at the event, but most of the time I'm running around talking.
We think Scott's got his FPV name after it, really, and what he actually does, he just goes there and hangs around with a load of drone pilots.
Yeah.
So they used to say, we were in a band, they used to say, what do you call a guy who hangs around with band members? A drummer. I still remember the first kidney punch I got from his head. I was still talking about peanuts.
Oh, is it?
I was talking about prairie oysters.
Prairie oysters.
Yeah.
Prairie oysters.
Are
Same
they-
thing as mountain oysters?
Are they what I think they are?
I would assume so.
Mountain oysters may be a little bit bigger, though.
I don't
Probably
think they're
so.
chocolate-covered peanuts, are they? Nuts, but not peanuts.
No, cover the oysters.
The prairie oysters, are those from prairie dogs? I don't know.
That's what prairie dogs eat.
Marcus.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Scott, where's the best place you've ever flown your drone?
Jackie changing the subject.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I really hadn't even thought about it. Minefield, I guess, would be the one I would say. I like to fly FPV. Minefield is actually in. Here I am on the spot. Actually, it's Ken Herron's event, and there's a gentleman up there. I'm going blank of the name of the place. It's in Tennessee.
In Tennessee.
And
Seen video,
so-
I don't know where it is though.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
I think we have a video somewhere, actually, Scott. I'm sure we do.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what.
Kentucky Blue.
I did actually thought you said minefield. I thought just imagine flying around, drone around the minefield, just don't land.
So it's named Minefield because the artist that made that, he made that steel structure, and he called it Minefield. Brownsville, Tennessee. It's in Brownsville, Tennessee.
It is in Brownsville, Tennessee.
Very close to Memphis, Tennessee.
Yep. We all know Memphis, Tennessee. Right, okay. Let's watch the video. Yeah.
That looks amazing.
So, was it like an old power station or something? I was trying to work out exactly what it was.
So all that is like those two. There was water tower in that.
Yeah.
One of it was a drive-in movie theater screen. It was in the back. He's got augers that are up. There's fire station towers that you use for a forestry department.
It's an art installation, Steve. It never served any industrial purpose.
Oh, okay, because they look like old sort of electrical.
Purely an
Billy,
art.
Billy Tripp is the artist that put that together.
Okay.
And that's his creation. He's been doing it since I think 1984.
He's still building
it. He dedicated to his mother and father. But Beth, that was up on top of the tower, that's actually his wife. And Billy and Beth, I think is what it said. But
yeah. Billy loved Beth or something like that.
Yeah, I saw Billy.
Was actually a police. I'm sure I saw a police car there somewhere.
But that's why you don't see me fly, John Flynn, because I always fly the day before or whatever. I try to keep the flying out. So, but that whole parking lot usually is full of people, and it's a pretty good time. We have a good time. I've been to it 3 or 4 times. This will be the 4th time if I go this year, which is this coming up month when he has that. But that's where I got to meet Bob Casey, and that's where this whole rabbit hole thing started.
Did you see the comment there? He was expecting bow shots to sharpen his clown costume to the music. Yeah, that was funny. When he was in Sticks, he had his clown outfit on, wasn't he? Funny. Right. Miss anything in the chat?
I've been very happy to be part of this group. It's my original poster idea started because of Rick Halbert. And I don't know, I didn't share screen, but I actually have the original photo, which Marcus is on it. There was a small group of people that he had reached out to and helped them in some way or given them something. But to me, the spirit of the drone community has originated from Rick Halbert. And that's where I got the inspiration to do my drone poster.
Absolutely fabulous. I just thought it really is, to draw those caricatures, and it's just.
Yeah, I'm not an artist. I won't admit to being an artist. I'm a doodler. I like to doodle. I've always done that.
I recognise me.
Well, I know not everybody looks like they're supposed to look like, but hey, I did the best I could do. So,
how many people on there, Scott? Do you know how many people on there?
So the South Florida Drone Meetup 2024 had 140 people on there now. Yeah. Every year I had 5 to 10 people. I meet new people and I add new people.
Yeah, we all got added this year, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah. We'll get Tanya on there for next year because I think she's coming to the meetup next year.
Excellent.
Well, see, that's of all things. Jeff Norman comes up to me the year before, and he says, "How come I'm not on there?" I said, "Well, because one thing, Jeff, I don't even know who you are." I said, "Who are you?" But I got to meet Jeff because of that, and I'm very happy of it. And I made sure Jeff Norman was on the poster next year. So
I'll have to send you a picture of your missus because she'll be there next year. She's number 81 on the list, I think.
Yeah, well, when I heard you guys were coming to it, I had to make sure I got you guys on the poster.
Yes, absolutely.
We're on there now. Stay on there now.
Is his name Kevin? Where's Kevin?
He's running late, but he needs to hurry up, doesn't he?
He's running real late.
Yeah.
You got to move Johnny next to Marcus, apparently. Marcus, shove over.
Johnny keeps telling me he wants a ponytail on his head. So. I said, well, I got it on there. You just can't see it. It's in the back.
Yeah, it's in the back. I remember it, John. You had it tied up, man.
But boy, I've got to meet some really, really good people, and just so excited and happy about it. And the thing just keeps growing and growing. I know people all over the world. It's which I know you guys do too. So
yeah, I mean, I must admit, it looked good. I mean, obviously, you know, from the US, UK, and Spain. I thought, so, you know, we've got to do these things, don't we, Terry? We have to do these things.
Oh yes, I'd love to come again. I really would.
Yeah. It's. I'm looking forward to next year. I mean, beyond that, I'm not sure, but certainly, definitely, well, most definitely next year. Well, if it killed me if I didn't go now. We're not going to Florida now, dear. We're divorced.
Yeah. No, Terry's going to your place.
Yeah, I've got 2 tickets and neither are yours, dear. Terry, can I come live with you? I'm homeless.
I see a Drone Explorer wants to know if I'm married to Jessica Rabbit. I'm not.
I tell you what, Lauren, though, looking at Lauren's photos today, I would love to go
He's
there.
back on it now, isn't he? Yeah.
And
Lauren.
Oh, they were great.
And Lauren's saying we've got to come to the colony. I must admit, that's also on my bucket list. Canada.
I got to meet Lauren at South Florida Drone Meetup this year too, for the first time, and he was actually teaching how to hand launch and hand catch.
To be honest, I don't know if you know that Lauren actually he did a video because I said to him, you know, the amount of people watching over and over again, it's almost like a different lesson. You know, right? Okay, today's lesson is how to hand catch and hand launch a drone. But I'd certainly never hand launched a drone before. Hand catch was always a bit, but when someone explains to you exactly how you do it, you think, well, it's simple, isn't it?
But you know what? I've always hand caught. I did that all the time, but I never did a hand launch. And, because of what Lauren taught me, I had to go to a beach, and these people asked me to do their wedding, and I'm like, wait. I'm not a wedding guy, whatever, but he's a friend of mine. I said, look, I put it up, but there's no guarantee of what's going on. But because of what Lauren taught me at the South Florida Drone Meetup, I knew how to launch it there on the beach.
Well, the first person who showed me how to actually hand catch a drone, he said, you grab the drone and you tip it sideways. And so I said, yeah, you do that, you can take the motors out. You don't. It's not good for me.
That's right, yeah.
That's what I heard.
So come to that time of the day, because everyone keeps saying to me, he said, look. I'll just let you know, Terry said he wasn't doing a joke this week. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm just adjusting my knickers.
TMI.
But while you're doing that, I'll play this.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
This small, balding man storms into a local bar. Come on, give me a drink. A double of the strongest whiskey you got. I'm so mad I can't even see straight. The bartender, noticing the little man's a bit worse for wear, pours him a double of Southern Comfort. The man swills down a drink and says, give me another one. And the bartender pours him another drink and says, now, before I give you this, why don't you let off steam and tell me why you're so upset? So the man begins his tale. Well, I was sitting in the bar next door when this gorgeous blonde slinks in and actually sits beside me at the bar. And I thought, oh, wow, this has never happened before. You know, it was a kind of a fantasy come true. But a couple of minutes later, blonde leans over and asks, would you like to come back to my hotel to have dinner and talk for a while? But I couldn't believe this was happening to me. And I hadn't had a good meal in quite a while. And I managed to nod my head and say, yes. He grabs me by my hand and starts walking out of the bar. And this just seemed too good. He said, she took me down the street to a nice hotel, up to her room. And she said to relax, watch some TV, and she would be ready to go down to the restaurant in a few minutes. But as soon as I put my feet up and reclined in my chair, I heard some keys jingling and somebody starts fumbling at the door. And the blonde comes running and says, "Oh my God, it's my boyfriend. He must have lost his wrestling match tonight, and he's going to be real mad. Quick, hide!" So I opened the closet, but I figured that was probably the first place he would look. So I didn't hide there. No, I didn't hide there. I looked under the bed, but no, I figured he's bound to look there. By now, I could hear the key in the lock, and I noticed the window was open. So I climbed out and was hanging there by my fingers, praying the guy wouldn't see me. The bartender says, "Well, see how you might be a bit frustrated at this point." "Well, yeah," he said, "but I hear the guy finally gets the door open, he yells out, 'Who you been here with now, you witch?'" Girl says, "Nobody, honey, nobody. Please calm down." Well, the guy starts tearing around the room. And I hear him tear the door off the closet and throw it across the room. And I'm thinking, oh, shit, I'm glad I didn't hide in there. And I heard him lift up the bed and he throws it across the room. Oh, thank Christ, I didn't hide under that. And I heard him say, "What's that over by the window?" I think, oh, shit, I'm dead meat now. Oh, I am dead meat. And then by then, the blonde is now trying real hard to distract him, convince him to stop looking. Well, I hear the guy goes into the bathroom and I hear water running for a long time. And I thought, he's going to have a bath. That's all right. So I can probably get away from this. Anyway, he comes out with something. And all of a sudden, he pours a pitcher of boiling water, scalding water out of the window right on top of my head. Oh, my God, I felt it right on top of my head. I mean, look at this. Look, second-degree burns all over my scalp and shoulders. The bartender says, "Oh, man, that would have gotten me mad for sure. Now, that doesn't really bother me." Next, the guy starts slamming the window shut all over my hands. I mean, look at my fingers. They're a bloody mess, and I can hardly hold on to this glass. The bartender looks at the guy's hands and says, "Yeah, buddy, I can understand why you're so upset." "Well, no," he said. "That's not what got me so angry." And the bartender's got quite exasperated by now. So, what finally made you get so angry? "Well, I was hanging on the window and I turned around and looked down and I was only 6 inches off the ground."
Terry's joke of the week.
It's a long one, that one.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
How many smiles did we get tonight for your joke?
How many did we get? I've got 3.
Let's have a look. Where's Caroline gone?
King of the Lurkers finally showed up there.
Keiko or Keiko or Monkey or what we know. Keiko. Is it Keiko or Keiko? I think it's Keiko, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. Oh, we got, what's this? We've got a... Caroline must have disappeared. Caroline, where are you? No, she's about to cup of tea.
Perhaps she's gone out to buy some peanuts.
It's a joke.
Oh, what was this? What part of him was 6 inches off the ground?
What?
What part of him was 6 inches off the ground?
These prairie oysters.
Prairie oysters, yeah. Well, on that note, let's have another video. Yeah.
Cool. Nice sunrise.
So, there's always a story behind shooting one of these things. And that was actually in Panama City. You're in Florida, you know where Panama City is. That's where they used to have all the oh, never mind. That's another thing. But I actually, the second building that was back behind it, a tornado came in and ripped that thing down. So I was back down there a month. That was about a month later, and I had to go back down there again because they basically need to rebuild that building now. So that was early morning. I did that before. That's where spring break used to be for the college kids.
It's a thing with tornadoes, and I mean they're so destructive. I mean it's just wow.
Man, there were some really expensive boats in there too, which there's $1 million here and $1 million there, and each one of these motors costs this amount. And it's like, holy cow!
Yeah, wow.
Nigel, he's off. He's gone. Okay, we've got time for we've got time for one more video. I think
one more. I do like your music, Scott.
Well, that music's from Pirates of the Caribbean. That was.
Oh, is it? No,
it was Pirates Cove, so I figured it fit.
Exactly. Yeah, indeed.
Cool.
That's got to be one of my worst videos, but that's the first time I ever did a sailboat chase. And Al Duran, that was sitting right beside me, says, "Hey, let's go chase this sailboat." And I took off, I said, Al, where are you at? He said, oh, I came back. That's too far out. and you can see, I was scared to death. I was so scared flying that thing. You see, once I got to the boat, I didn't know what to do. I would have liked to have orbited around it. I was watching the battery, and I'm like, man. And then when I turned around, it's like, holy cow, where am I at?
I like the comments below. Always home.
Yeah, where's home?
But you see everybody do it, and it looks easy until you go do it yourself. Then you find out what is hard and what you have to learn to really fly it.
Yeah.
So
what drone was that, Scott?
That was my Air 2S. Okay. I finally bought a camera drone, so my DJI Air 2S is what my main flyer. I want to buy a new one, and I will replace it. I'm probably going to wait to see what to come out with now. Otherwise, I'd like to go get the Mavic 3 Pro. I think is what I'm thinking about.
That's a nice, very nice news. Well, Scott, it's been an absolute pleasure, and it's been such an entertaining. I'm sure we'll all agree, a very entertaining show.
What? I'm actually shocked. I had no idea I had that many videos. You could actually show
if you've seen the videos you like your show, that's down to me. And you didn't like it, down to Jackie. No, Jackie sent me a list of videos she does.
Steve, I want to compliment you on your show too, because I've actually Monday night at 6 o'clock. I've actually been doing my own show now. Oh, and man, again, you find out how hard this is, and man, your show is professional. I love the intro. I love the setup. It's incredible what you do. It's amazing.
Well, I think we found, it was a learning curve, to be honest with you, Scott, and you find the same thing, do your own show. You find a certain way to do it, and you stick with it. Make minor changes, never make major changes, minor changes, and it seems to work. We enjoy it, and I hope people who are watching the show enjoy it, which obviously do. They come back every week, so they must do. But and having people like yourself on the show makes it all worthwhile. It's great fun. And as I say, Scott, it was a pleasure meeting you in Florida, and hopefully I'll see you again next year. And thanks very much for coming on the show. And
I bring Jackie this time.
Might not be this time, but I will come to a future one.
She'll come on Drone Seekers, because Terry. We wasn't wondering, was we? It was, where's Jackie? Where's Jackie?
I can't believe that.
And we sang about her, didn't we? We sang about her, didn't we?
Yeah, and we sang about her.
Yeah, I've seen the video. Ron played that. That was brilliant. Yeah. I'm honoured.
The backpack Jack. The backpack Jack.
The backpack. No, that was fun. I'm still working on it. I've actually downloaded.
You're all nuts.
I'm working on something, but I'm putting some music to that, by the way. I'm just working on it.
I will accept any royalties.
We don't accept peanuts.
Well, you see, Terry, I
royal peanuts.
And when I recorded that other song we put together a long while ago, and sort of sampled all your voices and put on that thing with sort of backpack. So, yeah, it has been known before. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching. And so there's only 23 people watching right now. So I think they've all gone to a barbecue or something. I don't know.
All gone to watch Brian's video. There's
at least 23 likes. And Scott, once again, it's been an absolute pleasure. Please stay in touch and come back and see us sometime.
I want to complain with my agent. My agent messed me up because they had me following Mark Fisher. I knew I was. I'm going to fire my agent and see what I can do about that.
So next week we have a video special. So any videos you want featured next week?
Yep.
Yes,
and we'll do the rest. Until next week. Have an absolute one.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Queen.
And we'll see you all again next week. Same time, same channel. See you then. Take care, guys. Have a good week.